What will be my legacy? How will I be remembered? What will be of my contributions 5, 10, 50, 100 years down the line? This is certainly a question that many of us, if not all of us, ask many times throughout our lives. Chief Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sacks of blessed memory passed away this past Shabbos, and he, in his writings on this week's Torah portion, addresses this very question. Avram was promised by God two things. He was promised the land of Israel, and he was promised a great nation. And at the beginning of this week's Torah portion, at the age of 137, he had neither. He had two children, not a great nation. He had Yishmael and he had Yitzchak. And he had absolutely no portion in the land of Israel. And so Avram decides to get to work at the age of 137. First, he buys a small piece of land in the land of Israel. He buys a plot for his wife Sarah to be buried in. And then he continues to work. And he finds a wife for Yitzchak. To quote from Rabbi Sacks, God promises, but we have to act. God promises that there will be a great nation coming from Avram, but Avram has to find a wife for Yitzchak. God promises that we will have the land of Israel. It will become ours, but we have to put in the effort. We have to acquire the land. Great leaders, explains Rabbi Sacks, take responsibility for creating the conditions through which God's purpose is fulfilled in this world. But great leaders also understand that with every large promise, with every vision, requires small beginnings. One step at a time, one act at a time. One shidduch, one wife for Yitzchak, one acquisition of a small plot of land in the land of Israel. Leaders see the destination. They begin the journey, and then they let others, future generations and centuries, complete it. Rabbi Sacks was once talking about his illness, about the cancer that he had twice. And he remarked, and I quote, "I felt, if this is the time Hashem needs me up there, thank you very much indeed for my time down here. I've enjoyed every day and feel very blessed. And if he wants me to stay, and there's still work for me to do, then he's going to be part of the refuah of my healing, and I put my trust in him." Lo alecha hamlacha ligmor. It's not up to us to complete the work. We do not have to finish everything. But also, v'lo ata ben chorin lihibatel mimena. But we're not free from responsibility, to remove ourselves from responsibility, to begin the process, to begin that vision. To leave a legacy, explains Rabbi Sacks, means to believe in your vision, to believe in your destiny, to act, to take responsibility, to take it one step at a time, to just create the beginning, so that all future generations are just one step closer to fulfilling that vision, to fulfilling that destiny. Shabbat Shalom.